Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of January 27th. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check your other two signs videos out for deeper messages. So Pisces, we are in your pre-shadow right now, leading into it with this strong Aquarius stellium. So this more heady time that Pisces really wants to get deep into those juicy waters, and Aquarius really wants to ponder up in the sky about what's going on. That is the moment, which also contains a full moon in Leo. So the full moon in Leo is really about what do we want to shine out into the world this year, because Leo ruled by the sun, which we just had the solstice in December, and so since then it's been sort of dormant, hibernating, and so now it's time to really start to think about where we want to go from here. Know that we also still have Lunar New Year coming up on February 17th, and so we're still in this last period of shedding. And just to remind you that the year of the snake only comes around every 11 years. 9-year cycles in numerology and just how the years add up. We are going from a 9 to a 1, so we're also completing a 9-year cycle. This is a doubly heavy energy for this winter. We normally aren't here. And so if things have felt more heavy and chaotic, that is what it is. What will lead us somewhat out of this is that we do have Uranus going direct on February 3rd. So Uranus being this planet about revolution, for us personally, where have in the last 6 months did we find our perspectives, our beliefs, habits doing a 180, completely revised whatever way of being existed prior to this? And for that internal revolution, it's being mirrored back to us by the collective, it being an outer planet. All of us collectively have been going through this revolution, yeah? All right, so what does that mean for Pisces? We're going to use the StarSeed Oracle. It is one of those decks that I got from Rebecca Campbell when it was around my birthday. I went ham and just got like 3 of her decks. So I still love them, and the StarSeed will help us access this Aquarian energy in a more useful way for you Pisces. So let's see what that means for you. Pisces. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. And so Pisces, this is a really good collective card because your soul is asking you to get a different perspective. What did I just say about Uranus? It's about maybe our perspectives have done a complete 180. Be willing and open to change your perspective all the time. It's like seeing things from close up, like if you are down in the river watching this battle between like an alligator and a deer, versus if you are that hawk above and that is happening, yeah, but you're seeing bigger pictures of things all happening around you and you're more focused on the mouse. You know, it is perspective. So Pisces, be open to changing perspective. Go on a walk is my favorite thing to tell you. Go out and walk and get a different perspective. Go to some place you've never been before. Ask people who you've never talked to before about their opinions. And that is going to help you get a different perspective. Zoom out. Yeah? All right. But then, so to ground you, to keep you grounded in this zooming out and zooming in perspectives. Earth. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So Pisces, and especially now, if you are feeling disconnected from others, which, you know, that is somewhat a design of now, polarizing each other from the humanity of everything. But for you, be earth, learn how to be here, be grounded in the moment. And yeah, you don't have to be tied to all of the things, to all of the people that are doing whatever around the world right now. You just have to ground into who you are as a person in this lifetime, where you physically are in this moment. Because, you know, I will like ground myself in the desert, I will ground myself at the beach. Here in this moment, I am grounded to wherever. I will just grab a plant. Most of the plants around me are cactuses, so I'm not going to touch them. But yeah, like ground yourself. I got a rock. You know, just ground yourself with whatever you have in your vicinity. Pisces, it could even just collect the senses around you if you're starting to spin out. Like, what can you see right now, smell right now, hear right now, touch right now? Just ground into the moment. Come back to earth when things start to feel heavy or you start to spin out in, you know, rumination or obsession, things like that. Yeah, that is what I have for you from the star seeds. But I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to pull a card from the Land Sky Oracle deck. This deck is by a yogi who has this deck with aspects of yoga described in more tangible elements and pieces of nature. Yeah. All right, so let's see what that is for Pisces. Dhyana, meditation. This is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. Dhyana is about meditating, and meditation doesn't have to be you sitting on a mountain for hours and hours, days, months, years. Meditation is just you being able to pull yourself out of just disastrous thoughts, disastrous thinking patterns in your brain, being able to meditate in your day-to-day. We say that yoga is a moving meditation, or at least the way that people think of yoga is the asanas, which are the movements, but the asanas are just preparation for meditation. Be able to, when you're off of the yoga mat, be able to meet the world with the place of clarity and unattachment. And moving meditation is being able to be in a place without your mind racing, trying to control an outcome. You are there to witness things as they fall, and without the attachment of a pain or pleasure to come from the moment. Yeah, well, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I do hope that you find that peaceful way to perceive the world, that you're able to ground yourself wherever you are right now, and I'll see you next week. Bye.